Okay, we're just giving a few people a little chance to get here. This is kind of like a surprise kind of posting tonight. A few more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do the announcements. And right now, it's I have two Facebook group pages. One is the Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, in parentheses, antlers and surrounding areas. That is also a project that I got working right now, and I'll get to that in just a minute. Also, the other group page is Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, WOMBMAN, and Son Center and Database. That's a missing and murder page where we do tracking for Choctaws if Choctaw people do become missing or become missing. Um, uh, if there is any missing Choctaws or children out there, uh, we do have cards that are being made so we can pass those out, and those will be out soon. Actually, tomorrow is the date that's supposed to be delivered. And we'll be able to pass those symbols out. I mean, those cards. It seems like the computer is froze. So I'm going to hold on a second. Uh, this is still froze, but can anyone hear me? I'll also tap that here. So I sent the message out. My screen says that I'm frozen. I mean, my screen is frozen right here, but so I put the question out, can anyone hear me even though my screen is frozen? And if so, we can still proceed. And this does have a 20-second response or delay, so I'll wait 20 seconds. And if not, I may shut this down, reboot it, and try again. So those of so my screen is still frozen. I'm gonna try. Okay. Now I got a blank screen. Let me see if I can. Looks like I'm gonna try to reboot this. So if you're there, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to reboot this. Um, Okay, hey, I think I'm back. Kind of funny we got that song playing. And okay, so I don't know if anybody heard what I was saying a while ago because the screen froze and it went blank. So I'm going to just do the announcements real fast again, then we'll start with tonight. I do have two Facebook group pages that I do associate these broadcasts with. So if you don't catch them on YouTube, you will find them on Facebook. One of the group pages that I have is called Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, in parentheses, antlers and surrounding areas. You'll find that on Facebook, and we do post a lot of uh, pictures and video and places that we've been, things that we've been doing, kind of like here, except this is a channel for our team. We got about 6 or 7 people on our team right now. We're always looking for more people, but we do recommend that you go through our tracking course camp first, so that we know that you know exactly what we know and that we can trust you out there. I know that there are military people who have military training that is good and that is great, but it's still not enough to do what we do. Um, but we do teach that, so don't worry about that either. Just make it to tracker course camp. The other page is Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, WMBMAN, and Sun Center and Database. So with that other one, it does relate also to Bigfoot because we do have missing people and that have not been found. And this is before that we took it upon ourselves to become those trackers for our people. But we will help teach and train other people to become trackers for their areas and also to train their family and friends. So those are the two group pages that I have on Facebook. Okay. Tonight I was going to want to catch everybody up from just even up from where we've been at yesterday. Part of our tracking team and myself was able to go to certain locations, which the last one that we returned from was actually to meet Bigfoot. We was invited by Bigfoot to come down at any time we wanted to Falk, Arkansas. So the trackers that were available at that time, we loaded up and just went out there on a whim. We didn't let Bigfoot know we was coming or arriving down that way. So, but it was actually this man. Um, his name is Keith Crabtree. He's a good friend. If I would have remembered, I would have brought that hat that he gave me uh, whenever I met him just the other day. Again, very good guy. Um, if you ever meet him, you'll know what I'm talking about. But we also got to meet with Sisters of the Moon. And if people don't know who Sisters of the Moon are, it's a group of female or woman researchers or Bigfoot observers because they have had multiple encounters. I forgot this music was on. But the Sisters of the Moon and also Bigfoot or Keith Crabtree has also have encounters and has observed Bigfoot activity, such as we have, and it was good for us to all get together and share a light lunch. When I talked with Bigfoot, uh, he knows I'm a tracker, and I told him I was coming down, and He told me he was on a diet right then, so I told him we'd get along. Okay. Ken. Okay, it looks like I can still talk, but you're not going to be able to uh, see what I'm doing. But I'm going to try to put up some. Okay, so my visual is not going to come on. So all you're going to hear is my voice, but the pictures that I want people to see can still be seen. So right now, this picture right here is a hieroglyph. It's a hieroglyph of a Bigfoot. Uh, I find these every now and then. I run across them, but this is an actual hieroglyph of a Bigfoot. But this hieroglyph is saying that this is the link to all the giants, to all everything, the four-legged, the two-legged, of the predators, and that the Bigfoot is that link to it, and it's the link to all the predators. So even that link, it can do all and everything that all the other predators can do, like the spider, the serpent, or the viper, the ravens, the four-legged. But we had just gotten back, like I said, we just gotten back from visiting with Bigfoot and some friends, and hopefully we can get back with them again. Everyone now is heading in directions to either meet with other groups and do more tracking, or they're taking care of business that they need to. Um, One tracker is recovering. He did get pneumonia, so he's feeling better. Uh, and the other ones, they were ready to go, and we do still have to talk about uh, slaughterhouse, and which this is a friend right here. This is Malcolm. We've been on a couple of expeditions, and this one was actually coming out of a trap area. Um, this is also the place that we went up again to recover a video camera. And here I am looking for sharp stones and everything because this is a trap area, and you have to look for stones that are large or square, and they do have their sharp points to them. We actually call it the drop and pop, where you'll go over the a high rock, or it'll slip off to the side, and there will be a sharp stone or a couple sharp stones there to pop your tire. So be careful of even going into Bigfoot areas because there are even sticks. They'll throw sticks or branches that look like small, harmless sticks, but they're of hard wood, or they're very sharp, like a cedar, to pop a tire. So be careful when you're going into these areas. If you got some sharp rock looking areas, get out. Have somebody scout your road for you. Always be careful. Always be on the lookout for every kind of trap that you can find. And here we are also doing some more scouting in another place. where multiple times Bigfoots have been seen, and we just got the opportunity and the trust of friends and neighbors to where we were able or allowed to go into these places to do some tracking, and they won't let too many people in there. And it seems like a lot of people, for some reason, believe that I'm just out to hunt and kill Bigfoots, and that is entirely not the case. All I do is track and locate. But as you can see, I do um, protect myself when I'm out in the field, and I do recommend that everyone else also does, and that everyone carries their own weapons. We're not going to carry anything for anybody. So lately, we've been tracking and locating Bigfoots for people in their areas. We also have the Bigfoot Activity Challenge Conference, which is March 20th through the 24th of 2022. And we were just invited, the team was just invited to a meet and eat or a meet and greet, which is in Tennessee, with another group of Bigfoot people, I guess you would say. So we're kind of thinking about doing that also. So, um, and this would, if we go to that one, everyone who's in the tracker school camp, let's see if we got it here. Everyone who is in the tracker school camp, that's March to April. If this event is very beneficial to us, then we will all go to the meet and greet or the meet and eat with the other Bigfoot. Uh, some are researchers, some are just curious, but they're all open-minded. I would say because if they're not, then like we were talking about, that people just would have to be ignorant to not know that Bigfoot and other predators are out there. So um, I don't want people to say prove it. We just call them idiots now because they are ignorant, or we call them ignorant. Call them ignorant to the fact of the truth of Bigfoot and other predators that are out there. So, and in that tracking course camp, you will be taught mixed martial arts, boxing, tracking, bird language, tree language, wind language, spiritual training, stealth and cover, weapons training, shadow language, translucent viewing, mind protection techniques. But that's not all. I mean, there is more, much more. It's only a month, but you will be trained every day, 24 hours, pretty much. Of course, we will sleep, but you will be on a different sleep pattern. Everything's going to change. Um, we also are now able to do, for the time being or until camp in March begins, we do have time for 4-day training camps that groups can, or tribes, or search and rescue tribal groups can come in and learn how to track and learn all of these other techniques. I mean, of course, they're not going to be as good or have as much hands on training as people will who go to the camp. but it will be enough for them to realize that they need to be in camp so that they gain everything else that comes with the camp. And now in this camp also, there's similar things that we will be teaching, but also there's a few different things in there um, in the 4 day camps because we only have 4 days to do that. We have 3 days training and 1 day of live tracking, and then we'll come in and we will show what we found, what's out there, um, and give the reports after the 4 days. And everyone who does take a course like this, you will understand that tracking is easy, but it's everything else that's out there that you have to look out for. You don't want to be tracked while you're tracking. You don't want to be stalked. You don't want to be paralleled, followed out. You want to know exactly what's in there and always be safe when you're doing that. Uh, we are still doing um, expeditions. We have another two friends who will be coming in soon also for some tracking. Hopefully, we'll have another track coming up pretty soon, more northern. And there's just a few more places in the local areas that we have to do here to help the neighborhood. I mean, not the neighborhood, but the people in this area understand that Bigfoots are in the areas as well as I mean here as well. Now also we have the for the trackers. I mean, the group is called the Trackers, the Bigfoot Activity Challenge Conference, March 20th through the 24th. Now we are saying Telehina right now because there are areas that we do know that need to be tracked. This is also for research groups, Bigfoot groups, trackers. It is media friendly once we get everything and all the teams in only. And there are some groups that have already been kind of scouted out as being legit and who would be able to find what they need to find. That is going to be March 20th through the 24th in Talahena, Oklahoma. And of course, the Tracker School Camp is for tracking for missing or lost people. Choctaws, especially in this area, um, this is what it was designed for and started as. But as you can see with this chart or this map, we have been tracking in the lower southeast area of Oklahoma and the mountain areas, the Comishi, Ouachita, Long Lake, and those areas, Arkansas. We've tracked in many places already, actually, and we found Bigfoot in every area. We will have more updates and pictures coming up soon. This was just to catch the team up of where we've been, what we've been doing. And this is just a few photos. Just a few photos. We will be having more up tomorrow. We haven't got them all in right now, but we will get those in. We're actually working on everything now. Just we're just really getting in. Everybody's heading in their own directions. Uh, everybody's getting revitalized, seeing uh, all their photos. They have to go through their things. Then everybody has to report back and show their findings of what they might have found in their photos or what they took. Okay, so today is 7. I mean, today is a 1/11/22, 7:30 p.m. Just a little update. We'll get back to everything pretty much tomorrow, and I believe we're gonna be back on track for a little while. I don't think another friend's gonna be until the weekend, which is still 2 or 3 days away. Whenever they're in, get ready. We have a couple places we still have to track, and people are opening up and giving us more information. We're going to be reporting on those informations, those um, all that information that we get. We're going to be sharing it. So, like I said, I don't know if this is going to work tomorrow night because right now I have a blank screen, but I can put up the pictures. So if everybody got the pictures, then we was pretty much okay. But also, if you have things around your house, calls, everything like that. If you need us to track and locate, if you don't know what it is, which everyone should know what it is, but if you don't, maybe we'll give you an accurate account of what's in the area and then give you that report. So tomorrow night we'll be back. Everybody have a great night. Be safe out there. Talk to everybody real soon. We'll be caught up and have some pictures up by tomorrow. We're going to start the teachings and the trainings back over, and we will see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Central Time Zone. Everybody have a great night.